this training?
Sure, I'm recording from now. And so about working with documents, right? So the documents management in Elma. In Elma 365, you can basically create routes for electronic documents to automate all the stages of the document lifecycle. For example, like invoices, contracts, incoming letters. And this automation basically allows you to get rid of the bottlenecks of the existing procedures. So to set up the document flows, we need to follow some steps for sure. We need to create and configure some kind of a classification scheme that we can register the company documents. So there is a workspace called document categorization. So if we want to register our documents inside the system, so if we want to give them like registration numbers to make them count like as a complete flow, we need to create a document categorization offices. So for example, we go to document categorization and we go to classification scheme settings. Here we basically create a registration office. And in this office, we can create a document category. So for example, it will be incoming message. All right. And basically, later we can use this category to register every incoming message inside the system. But to link it with the object that stores these messages, we need to create one. So we will go to our demo workspace and create a document application. So what we need to do is to set up a type, document type. We'll set it as an incoming letter. And here, basically, we will just leave it as a file. We will add attributes later because we already know how to add attributes, right? Yeah, let's just create a process. Process letter. All right. And we will be working with this process later. From now on, we can start registering our incoming letters. We just enable the registration for it and we select a folder. And my folder is not working for now. 1 second. Here we set up and we add the folder where we register all the incoming messages. We should give like the information how the system should number these messages. For example, we can give it like a message and the number from and the date of creation. So basically now after we have created a folder, we link this folder with our incoming letter, back office incoming letters. And as soon as we create one, because it's a document, we need to have a file put in here. I'll just put something. Okay, we save it.
Wow.
And basically now we can register this document. So we select a folder, we set up register, and it already gets a name based on our rules of naming this item. So basically it is the index number. So every next will be the first, second, third, and etc. We can manage like how these numbers are also produced. And here is the date when it was created. So here we go with the registration. Else than this, what we can do is we can send this document for the information or for the approval. So if we send it for approval, oh, we have some kind of an issue here. The process is not working correctly. So, okay, let's just make it in our way in the business process. So basically, when we have an incoming letter, first that we should do is register. First time we just made it manually, right? But here we can also do it automatically. So we have received a new message. We will be creating it by hand, but actually we can do it like from an email, for example, right? And here we have a document registration activity for this. So we set up the registration. We select a variable where we store our letter, and we select a folder that we register. And here we can choose a method. So we can give an option for user to do it manually, or we can just do it automatically without giving a task to the user. So it depends on how company works, right? So it may be different. So let's just have it automatically. Incoming letter, folder, save. All right. And let's just finish on this for now. We will publish. And what we do now is we create a new letter. I'll just be adding some random files. If you don't mind. Okay, we save it. And the process goes. And we basically have it registered automatically inside the system. And this is our message number 2. All right. Then, after we receive the message, we have registered it. We can set, for example, tasks for it. But it's like it also can be different, and it's not important for our today's theme about working with the documents. So this is what is going on with the incoming message. And for example, we may want to know how to work with outgoing documents, for example, contracts, right? So we create a contract, and before we send it to the client, we need to approve it inside our company, for example, with some legal department or else. So let's create a legal doc, some contract. Customer contract. Let's say it's a document. Here, for example, we need to have information actually about the account, or maybe the company that we are working with. Let's say it would be actually a company. And also we may need to have the date when it actually becomes working, right? So when you can actually think that we are already working by this contract with the client. And actually, also we can set up a responsible user. Now, I guess it's enough for the first time. And let's create a business process to work with this one. So processing new contract. And for example, we need to create these documents depending on attributes that we have inside our system. So one second, please. Sorry, I need to answer. Okay. Yeah, I'm back here. So when we create a new document, we need to actually approve it inside our company. So for example, initiator has put this document in the system, and he needs to send it for the approval. So we need to create an approver variable. And for example, we, as we did before on the previous session, we get a superior of our initiator, and we put this information in our approver variable. And now we know who is the approver. It's the superior of the initiator, and we can send him a task of approval. An approval of document can be different from the basic task as we used for approval in the previous time, because it has its own setups as an approval. And here we need to send an item for the approval. So here is the customer contract that we are sending for this approval. We can set up a deadline if you want to, and we can set up outcome of the deadline. So if the deadline goes off, we can interrupt it and go for the next step. For example, if our approver didn't approve in a time, we will send it to the approver's chief. And so basically we do the same. We get his superior, and we give an approval to him. Deadline, set a deadline, 1 minute. After the deadline, go to the superior. Okay. It also be the approved one. And also we can decline. And we can give a task or initiator. Let's just make it a little bit more comfortable to read. And we can send it for approval again. It's kind of messy now. Manage it a little
Untuk yang
bit.
bikin begini, kamu udah ngerti belum, Di? Ardi? Yang
ya udah
ini,
Pak, udah, iya udah.
Ini namanya BPMN, Business Process Management and Notation. Is it right, Nikolai? This is the notation.
Yes, it is a notation, but I guess we did discuss it on the previous lesson, if I'm not wrong. Or, oh, all right.
Yeah. I just want to confirm Ardi that he's already tried this feature, this BPMN, and he said yes.
So basically now we have a process of 2 approvals with like a chief of initiator and the chief of initiator. And so let's just, publish it. We need to have a default connector. Sorry. Default is the approved one. And here is also the approved one. Okay, now we can publish. right, so now we can go on. So we put some file here. It doesn't matter which type of a file it is for now. And we start working with the company, for example. And the responsible is me here, so I save it. And now process sends a task for approval. So this is how the approval looks inside the system. Here's the document, has the pending approval. So if we have a multiple approval, we will be a multiple persons in the list. And also the list could be exported to Excel file. Also the task can be created from the approval if you need to get some more information, or you can do it through the message. Here are the information about the document versions. And here let's approve because we have 1 minute left to approve it. So I set up a timer for 1 minute. And here we have our next approval of the chief of approvals. And coming back to our document, the customer contract, we can have all the information about the approvals. Here we can see which person has approved it, the approval sheets. And also we like have information about which version was approved. So we can open all versions in here and we can download them, like every version of a document that have been added to the system if it was not deleted. That's basically it about the approval. I will just show you a bit more about setups of approval in the business process. So here was just a single approval, right? But what if we need a group of users approval? So we'll create a group of users. So the variable named group approval is basically a group of users. Oh, sorry. I messed it up. I need to create a new variable. It should be many. Okay, so as you see, it's now a group in here. And if we put our approval item in here, let me see, approval. Here you can have some more settings. So for example, because we have a group here, we can choose an approval type. For example, it should be parallel or sequential. So in sequential way, it goes one by one. In parallel, every person of a group receive his own task for approval. Deadline is the same thing. And also the connectors. Let me show you one thing. It's just not important which are the tasks. I'll just show you, like we can set up the connection condition. So for example, if we should send the approval for multiple persons, but we only need one approval from this person, we just can set up the approval percentage at 100%. And as soon as one person of a group approves, others will will have the tasks disappear. So as soon as we this is an example like of an approval. Well, you need to ask for approval for a lot of person, but one approval from them is already enough to go further. So it just shows you like how flexible the approval can be in the system. You can make different setups. You can combine parallel and sequential approvals and can do a lot of stuff in here. And also go like with the deadlines, with some escalations if something like should take less time. So yeah, there are a lot of different ways to work with it. Okay, so here is what was with viewing, registering, and approving a document. Also, what the system can do, it could generate a document from the template. So generating by template works in the system in this way. Let me show you. I need to find my document, 1 second. I have an example somewhere here. 1 second. So here we have in administration, a workspace, we have setups for document templates. And basically what do we need to do is we create a document template in Word or Excel. Yeah, so in there are two types basically that we can work with for now. Also like TXT files, but it's not so important because mainly companies actually use like actually companies use like mostly Excel or Word. So this is how the template actually looks like. So
so we can change the name.
Yeah, basically we put the attributes in here, and system when we generate by this template puts the information right here. So let me just show you how it works. So we add a new template. You can also like choose in which workspace this template can be used, or if you can, if you want to use in any workspace, you just put it into company templates. Sample template, and I should upload it in here. I'm uploading my file. And here it recognizes the variables that I have in my file. These three. So I put setups for these variables, like which type of are these variables. So the system knows how to work with them when working with this template. So this is basically a username, a string, and a date and a string. We save it, and now we can use this template inside our business process. So when I go to the setups of the generating by template, I can use this template, example template. And here I can have field values. So these are the values of the template, and here are the values of the process. So I put variables in here. So the purpose is just, okay, the name, customer contract. I don't have a full name. And the creation date, okay. And I need to create a full name variable. 1 second. And also I need to put the generated file somewhere. So what do I need to do is I need to have variables in my process that I can use inside the template. So for example, I will create the full name just as an example. Full name, all right. That's enough. And a variable where I can store the file that I've generated. Okay, one file. And now I can go to the setups and put this information in here. Example template. I put it in the file generated variable. I can also automatically convert it to PDF, so it will be not changeable, right, for the users. And here we set up like just name, and here is the full name variable, and here is the creation date of our contract. We save it. We will remove all the approvals because we don't need them right now. And we will just work with our initiator. So we will make a task. On this task, we put the information about the full name and the file generated. And we will be generating it by template. And we'll just come back to this task so we can see what we have created. Our process starts when we start working with the contract. So let's create a contract again. And our task is here. So here we need to put a first name like last, first, middle, and we can generate from template. And we go back to our task. And here we have the example that was generated by our template. I will just download it and show you what we got. So here, what was our template, and now I opened the generated file. So here we put our last, first, middle name. Here we put the creation date of a file, and here we put its name. Basically, we can generate, for example, contracts this way, right? Because we have information of the company that we are working with. So we put information about this company in the text of our contract, yeah, in the footers, in the headers. And also we can...
I think for this static document, Nikolai, is it right? So we can only change the name, the number, the date.
Yeah, so basically what do we do is we have, second, I will open. So we have information, for example, we have information about the company, right? So we have like these attributes like work phone, work email, date modified, or maybe the contact of it. And for example, the contact could be the CEO of this company that should sign our contract. So we can put his credentials in the contract automatically by the system. So it's not like dynamically changeable. Yeah, so we create, when we generate it, we save it as a file. And the file could be sent by the system or by the user to the signing side, for example.
Yeah.
Maybe I got your question wrong. Maybe you just... Did I answer it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. So for now, it's mostly all about the working with the documents. And yeah, today is kind of a short lesson because documents is a pretty much simple part. And if you have questions about these documents, feel free to ask them now or later by the email. And what do I want you to do for our next lesson is to create a process, and the process that can be working with a document template that generates a document by the template, and you then approve it. Is it possible for you to do it like as a home task or some kind of...
Yeah, I think, but I think with this additional training session, RD should complete our first session exercise from me.
So sorry, I didn't get like first session exercise is to build the process, right?
Based on our first session training, I am trying to creating our business process, but it's still not complete. Maybe only 75% of the first session training that we already tried.
Okay. So next thing then, I want you to finish this process and then just add document generation inside this process. Is it okay?
Okay.
That would be great.
So the next session would be how to create document of what we have been done.
Yes. So for the next session, you come with your process and we work on adding the documents inside this process and creating your own template. Okay.
Oh, okay. Creating a document of the. Oh, I understand. The employee can do the feature with read the document inside the Elma 365. Is it right,
Yeah.
Nikolai?
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
it is.
so
And
this Elma could generate their own document based on
sure.
our business process
Sure. Yeah.
automatically.
Automatically. Yeah. As we did it right now. So we put.
Like when you no, don't change the screen, don't change the screen.
Okay. Okay.
And please to the previous screen. Yes, like this one, like business trip. So we can create a document to my employee how to use the business trip,
Uh,
business process.
no, not really. The document, like the how to use a process, how to use a business trip. It's a static document, right? And here
Yeah, yeah.
we were
I
talking.
mean, I
Yeah.
mean, when you right now your cursor at the business trip, where at the business trip, but the blue menu, the light blue menu,
Uh-huh.
yes, no,
Oh, no,
no,
no. Okay.
yes, that one, the business process, yes, yes, the business process. You mean we creating document for this one, all right? Is it right?
You can create like anything you want. I have created one for the business trip, but I can use it it was just an example. I was just showing. So we put variables, we get the information in the document. And for the next time, we will create an actual document for your real process. Okay?
Yes. So we creating the document for this one, like in the screen, for the business process of business trip. We create
Okay,
the
yeah, that
document
would be great.
uh, for the employee. Is it right?
Yes, yes, it would be
Okay,
great.
okay. Ardi.
Ya Pak, ya Pak.
Jadi nanti next sessionnya, trainingnya itu yang di screen ini kan kamu bikin buat bisnis proses nih.
Iya.
Nah, nanti akan dibikin otomatis dokumennya. Panduan. Mungkin seperti knowledge base gitu kali. Is it right, Nikolai? If I can say that we will creating some knowledge base for business trip, business process. That's right. Halo, Nikolai.
Nikolai, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I just muted the microphone because I was sneezing, sorry. Yeah, yeah, I just say that, yeah, that would be great. And on the next session, we will continue to work with it and make the real process and how it works. And we'll be creating the document. Yes.
Ardi asked me, so it means we can create like knowledge base for each of business process inside the Elma.
Yeah, you can also create a knowledge base. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And also there is like a help page, as I showed right here. So we can go to the help, and here is the information about the system if you didn't see this before. So this is the information on document template syntax. So how you can create these document templates. Okay. So let's sum it up for today.
Yes.
That was all about the documents approving, reviewing, and registering them, and how to generate the document by the template. So for today it's all, and I guess Dipesh will send you the video and sign up for the next session, training session. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Nikolai.
I'll send you the videos link, this link as well as the one that you asked for, the previous one as well. So I'll remove the password and send you the links.